I'm Sean McCabe. I'm the principal of Spencerport High School. I think most of you know that. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video that will provide highlights of Spencerport High School's graduation ceremony, which will take place on Friday, June 24th at 7 p.m. at the Sirik Center at Brockport College. So this is going to be the first time in 2 years that we've been able to go back to the Sirik for graduation. And we are just so excited to have this opportunity to be able to celebrate as an entire community the accomplishments of our students. Over the last 2 years, for the classes of 2020-21, we had to have smaller ceremonies where the graduations were split up. So again, we're thrilled that we're going to be able to have everybody together as an entire community to celebrate this great accomplishment. In addition, very important to note, it has awesome air conditioning in the Sirik, which is very important for me. So a little humor there for you, but it's true. So if it's a hot, muggy night with rain, we don't have to worry about it. Everybody should be very, very comfortable. I wanted to provide quick thank yous before I get into some details and gratitude to Miss Erin Shaw, Mrs. Mary Jean McQuilkin, who are spearheading all of our efforts in organizing, preparing for graduation this year, and then certainly Mr. Rich Colosi, who's creating this video for us. So thank you to them, and let me jump into some of the highlights here. So first, when is graduation? I already mentioned that once, but graduation is Friday, June 24th at 7 p.m. Where is it being held? It's being held at SUNY Brockport at the Sirik Center. It's 350 New Campus Drive, Brockport, New York. When should students and guests arrive? The Sirik will open at 5:45 for our graduates only. So again, 5:45, our graduates only are allowed to enter the Sirik because we will be getting them set up in their graduation lines. Graduates are required to arrive at the Sirik no later than 6:15. So we have a half an hour window in there. 5:45 to 6:15, students should be arriving at the Sirik. They must be at the Sirik so that we can get set up for the procession into graduation. The doors open for guests at 6 p.m. Okay, so at 6 o'clock, parents and friends can enter the Sirik in terms of getting the seat that they would like to sit at. Rehearsal. This is a big piece for us. So rehearsal for graduation is a requirement for every student to participate in. Graduation rehearsal is Wednesday, June 22nd, no later than 9:15. Before the actual rehearsal, there's an optional senior breakfast that is served at 8:30 in the morning in the West Caf. It's really a lot of fun. Our food and services put it together, a wonderful spread with a whole bunch of different things for breakfast. And it's another final opportunity for the students to be, the seniors to be able to get together. But again, that's optional for students. But students need to be at school no later than 9:15. Then we will get students on the bus at 9:30, and we will return to the high school no later than 12:30. So we will be taking school buses. We kind of call it almost like the last ride for students. We will be driving out to Brockport together. Probably arrive there a little before 10 o'clock, and then we'll be back in school no later than 12:30 for students to continue their day. All seniors must ride to the bus to rehearsal if they want to participate in the ceremony. This is very important. Seniors will be responsible for their own transportation home from the high school following rehearsal. Big question that comes up is tickets. There are no tickets. In years past, when we were at the Eastman, first few years at the Sirik, we had tickets. There are no tickets required. There is plenty of seating for everyone. Mobility impaired seating is available. We have a handicapped entrance. It's located right next to the main entrance of the Sirik, and that will open at 5:30 p.m. So please call Mrs. McQuilkin to reserve seating if you need that for handicapped mobility impaired seating. Parking, one of the great things about the Sirik, one of the many great things, is there's plenty of parking available. They being SUNY Brockport, will have their own security and parking staff in the parking lots directing people where to park. It's very organized, and there's 2 parking lots that surround the Sirik. So that should not be an issue for people. I will say the traffic does get backed up as people are waiting to get into the parking lot. So just plan accordingly. You don't want to show up at 6:50. That would really be pushing it, and you may get caught up in traffic that way. But we have never really had an issue with parking at all. But most parents will start to arrive and friends around 6 o'clock, 6:10. So there may be like a 10-minute wait as you get through the parking lot. So just be aware of that. Pictures will be taken of the graduates by professional photographers from LifeTouch Studios. The link is on the website to go to LifeTouch, and I'll tell you more about how to order those pictures. Senior parade. So this isn't directly related to graduation, but it's a question I know that people have. So the senior parade is a tradition we started 6 years ago, where our seniors parade through the hallways of the elementary school that they attended, and they wear their cap and gown. If a senior did not go to our elementary school, we allow them to choose whatever school they want to. We want every senior to participate. So if they didn't go to one of our elementary schools, that's absolutely fine. They can pick one of the four, and that's where they can do their parade. During the last week of school, they will have the opportunity to sign up to participate in the parade, and that parade will be on Thursday, June 16th. Students would sign up according to, again, to the elementary school that they attended. They would then meet at the high school on Thursday, June 16th, again at 9:15. From there, we will have buses that will transport seniors to their respective schools for this event. And we will have announcements read and posted for seniors in Schoology and in school old-fashioned announcements as this event gets closer. But it's really something to look forward to. And it's just wonderful to see the smiles of the kids, our graduates, processing through the elementary schools and seeing all the elementary school kids so excited as well. Certainly parents are invited to be outside. We sometimes have that where parents are waiting outside when it's over to take pictures. That is absolutely fine, and you're certainly welcome to do that. I just had a few other tips that I wanted to provide for graduation. Please encourage your graduate to drink plenty of water during the day. So they're properly hydrated, and make sure they eat appropriately prior to the ceremony. For some kids, it's a nerve-wracking experience, even though, again, there's air conditioning. They're nervous because they're crossing a stage with 2,000 to 3,000 people watching them. So we find, as long as they're hydrated, as long as they've had a light meal prior to graduation, that really helps a lot. So one of the worst things is for graduates to arrive at the CEREC hungry and not properly hydrated. Certainly we'll have water for kids, but if they could be doing that throughout the day, that would be optimal. What should students wear under their caps and gowns? Students should wear light business casual clothing underneath their gowns, so like sports shirts, slacks, summer dresses are all appropriate. But again, we don't want students wearing really heavy clothing, again, just because the gown will add heat to them. And depending on how hot it's outside and if they're nervous, that can be a bad combination. So business casual, light clothing, light summer clothing is appropriate. Please reinforce with your son or daughter. This is a big one in my 11 years of doing graduation. This will be my 12th. We have never had a student trip on stage. Okay? That's one of the biggest, when I talk to the kiddos when we're going through rehearsal, they're nervous they're going to trip. Just reinforce with them, they are not, and just to really enjoy the moment. And that's what we will be expressing to the kids as well, to really embrace the moment and to celebrate with you, their family and friends, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful evening. So again, thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. We are so excited about celebrating this wonderful accomplishment with our graduates and their families and the other loved ones that will be there. If there are any questions at all, please reach out to Erin Shaw, who's our assistant principal extraordinaire, and our graduation coordinator, doing a wonderful job with this, 349-5229, or you can email her as well. And again, all this information, and I'll send the link home in my weekly update, can be found on a special graduation page that Ms. Shaw has created on our homepage. So again, I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I can't express how excited we are and how proud we are of our students, and I look forward to seeing everybody in about a month for graduation. Thank you and have a great rest of the day.